It was dark, wet, and cold. The sound of waves echoed inside a giant whale's belly. A boy sat quietly on a piece of wood. He wasn't crying anymore. He just looked at his hand, a wooden hand.
No, not again. I was a real boy. I had skin, warmth, and heartbeat. Now I'm just wood.
He sighed. The smell of the fish filled the air. He touched his long wooden nose.
Why did I lie again? Why couldn't I just tell the truth?
He sat down and looked up. A small blue light appeared above him. The Blue Fairy.
You lied again, Pinocchio. Again. I didn't mean to. I just wanted Papa to be proud of me. Your heart turned to wooded because you forgot what being real means.
Pinocchio looked confused.
Do you remember how it all began?
He blinked, and everything began to spin. The whale's belly disappeared, and suddenly he was back in a small Italian workshop filled with sandals and dreams. Wait, no. Let's start from the beginning. Before the whales, before the lies, let's start where every story should start, with a wish. An Italian village by the sea, there lived an old woodcarver named Geppetto. He made toys for children, but he had no child of his own. Oh, Stella Cadente, shooting star, if you can hear me, please give me a son. If he's made out of wood, I will love him with all my heart. The wind blew softly through the window, and that night a gentle blue light filled his tiny home.
Your wish is pure, Geppetto. I shall give life to your wooden puppet, but remember, he will only stay real if he is honest.
With a touch of her wand, the puppet wooden eyes blinked.
Papa, I can move. I can talk.
Oh, my son, my little Pinocchio, my dream has come true. And so the two lived happily. They cooked pasta, said good morning every morning, and Geppetto taught Pinocchio how to be kind and honest. Remember, my boy, the truth keeps your heart alive.
I promise, Papa.
But promises are easy to make. One sunny morning, Geppetto gave Pinocchio some coins. For school, my son. Buy books, not sweets. Learn, so you can be a good man.
Yes, Papa. I'll be the best student.
As he walked down the street, he heard laughter and music. The air smelled like pizza and roasted chestnut.
Huh? What's that?
He followed the sound and found a big carnival in the center of the village. Children were wearing masks made out of paper, dancing thrill in colorful ribbons.
Just for a minute, I only want to watch it.
But he danced, sang, and spent all of his coin on sweets and toys. When the sun went down, he ran home in fear. How was school today, my boy?
Great. I learned how to read and count.
And poof, his nose grew long like a wooden stick.
Huh? What What's happening to my nose? Pinocchio, are you lying? I am maybe just a little. Do you every lie makes your heart turn to wooden? Do you want to live as a puppet forever? No, I'm sorry. I'll tell the truth. I'll tell the truth.
And just like that, his nose went back to normal. That night, Pinocchio sadly sat in his bedroom.
I don't know if Papa will ever forgive me ever again, but if I write it down, he'll understand how sorry I am.
And so, he began to write.
Dear Papa Gapeto, I don't know where to start. I've made so many mistakes that even my nose can tell which is lie was the first. I thought being real meant doing whatever I wanted, going where I like, saying what I please. But now I know being real isn't about what I look like. It is about what's inside. And right now, my heart feels heavy, even if it's made of wood. Papa, do you remember the first time you carved my hands? You smiled and said, "These hands are made for kindness," but I used them to grab what wasn't mine. You said my voice was made for honesty, but I used it to lie. I see now that every lie took me further away from you. I thought freedom meant no rules, but I was wrong. Freedom means having someone who trusts you, and I broke that trust. I've seen how the people in our village work together. The baker shares his bread. The fisherman greets everyone with a smile, and the children laugh even when they have so little. That's what you taught me, Papa, to live with kindness. I remember when you fixed the neighbor's clock for free, and when you gave half of your soup to the hungry traveler. I didn't understand then, but now I finally do. You gave me life, and I treated it like a toy. But I promise you, if I could be a real boy again, I would use this life to make you proud. I would tell the truth. I would wake early to help in the workshop and tell the truth even when it hurts. I would never run away again. Maybe I'll always be a wooden. Maybe I'll never feel my heart beat. But if you can forgive me, Papa, then maybe that will be enough to make me a real again. Your wooden son, Pinocchio.
The next morning, Geppetto wakes up and wanted to talk to Pinocchio. But he doesn't find Pinocchio. What is this? A letter. With a trembling hand, he opened the letter and slowly read the words. As he read, his eyes filled with tears. His word cut through his heart, but at the same time, heals the crack inside. Oh, my son, you finally understand. You have a good heart. Real or wooden, you are my boy. He sat down at his bed and took another piece of paper and dipped his pen with ink and began to write back. His hands shaking not from age, but from love. My dear Pinocchio, I read your letter and my heart both broke and smiled. You say you are not real, but you have more real than anyone I know. Real boys make mistakes, my son. real heart feel pain, and your words, they show me that how you truly feel. I don't care if your skin is wood or flesh. What's matter is that you know how to understand and honesty and kindness. You talk about freedom. Yes, freedom is not about doing what we want, but it's all about what's right, even when no one sees. That is what I have always hoped you learn. Pinocchio, if you wish to help people, then go. Share kindness, fix broken things, and help those who have less. It is how you can repay your mistakes. But remember, you are never alone. Wherever you go, my heart follows you. The world can be hard, but truthful heart will always find its ways home. Come back to me when you are ready. I will leave the workshop light out for you. With all my love, Papa Geppetto. And so, the old man took his walking stick and put his one out head. Wait for me, I will find you, my son. And he stepped to the road. He put the same road that his wooden boy once walked, and now carried a father's footstep filled with hopes. The morning wind blew through the Italian village, past bakery, market, and olive trees, carrying the sound of a father's voice. Pinocchio, my son, whenever are you? I'm coming. And now, the bottle that once carried a son apology now carried a father promise. The sky was bright over the Italian village. Geppetto walked from house to house asking everyone he met. Excuse me, have you seen a wooden boy? Small nose, kind eyes, and always curious.
Ah yes, old man, the wooden boy was helping fishermen this morning. He was by the beach. He helped push the boat and give bread to poor children.
Geppetto's face lit up. The first time in days, he smiled. My boy, he learned kindness after all. He followed the narrow road that led to the beach. The smell of the salt and the cry of seagulls filled the air. But when he reached the shore, there was no sign of Pinocchio, only waves and pieces of driftwood rolling in the water. Pinocchio, where are you, my son? No one answered. Only the sea whispered his name back. Maybe he's on that small island. I always like watching sunset from there. So the old man gathered some wooden planks and tied them together with rope and made a small raft that's big enough for one person. Finally, the raft reached the small island, and there, sitting by the rock, was a small figure. Pinocchio!
Papa, you came.
Of course, my son. I followed you later. I had to find you. They hugged tightly for a moment, wood to skin, father and son, and for a moment, the world was silent.
Papa, I was helping in the village. I wanted to fix my mistakes.
I know, my son. I'm so proud of you. But as they prepared to sail back home, the sea began to change. The wind grew wild. Dark clouds swallowed the sky. So, they prepared to sail back home.
Papa, the waves are getting bigger.
Hold tight. We'll make it home together. From the deep ocean, a shadow rose bigger than a ship, darker than the night.
Papa, it's a whale!
With one giant wave splash, the whale opened its massive mouth and swallowed them whole.
Papa!
And just like that, the ocean was quiet again. Only the bottle with Pinocchio letters float on the wave, a small piece of truth still shining under the moonlight. And now we're back to where we start, back to the belly of the whale.
It's dark. I cannot find Papa.
Pinocchio, is that you?
Papa, I'm so sorry, Papa. I lied. I shouldn't have left.
My boy, I already forgive you. I just wanted you to be safe.
I don't deserve your love. I'm not even real anymore. Pinocchio, being real is not about your body. It's about your heart. And because you have become honest and you don't lie anymore, I shall help you both escape this place. Choo.
Suddenly, the whale sneezed, achoo, and pushed them out of the sea. They landed safely on the shore, holding hands.
We're safe, Papa. We're safe.
Yes, my son, safe, and the most important part, that we still together. Pinocchio looked at his wooden hand again.
I may still be made out of wood, but my heart feels real. Shing. Then you are real, my dear boy, because truth lives here in your heart. Therefore, I shall grant both of your wishes. So, Pinocchio, with this magic wand, I shall turn you into a real boy. Papa, I've become a real boy.
And from there on, Pinocchio and Geppetto helped together and store and back home again. And from that day on, Pinocchio helped Geppetto in his workshop. He told stories to children and always reminding them,
Don't lie, or you might wake up wooden one day.
so remember friends, the truth may hurt for a while, but lies will turn your heart into wood forever.
The boys, I would like to listen from the boys. You can ask anything. Yes, go. Coming from?
I wanted to ask why the psychiatrist didn't use Pinocchio and Pinocchio and why they could not.
Basically, it's not a product issue. Basically, yes, but we use the different Pinocchio characters, but we just flip it because basically we doesn't actually think that such character is very important because the line just 2 lines. So yeah, that's all.
Okay, so they use all the tissue box. Other than that,
Yes.
it's coming from?
Isha. So what's the moral of the story?
So basically, the moral of the story is don't lie, because we all have hearts and we have feelings. We don't like to be betrayed or getting lied to. So yeah, the moral value is don't lie, just tell the truth all the time, because honesty is the best policy. That's it.
Can I have one more question? No? What is the role of having the subtitles throughout the whole story? Because now that I noticed, I was relying on the subtitles rather than the
Stories.
rather than you articulating the story. So, what is the function of having the subtitle? Do you have any reason for that? You can coming from any one of you. And one more question, okay? So, 2 questions from each.
Basically, we teaching student So having subtitle is basically it makes easy for them to learn new words or something that maybe they doesn't know how to pronounce that word. So when we speak and use some subtitles, so the words become clearer for them.
Okay. One more question, please. Okay, thank you. One more question. Anyone? Yes, please. Coming from?
So, at the end of the story, Pinocchio learned his lesson and became a reward. But what if he never learned his lesson?
So you're asking if, like, what if? So, this is a hard question.
Basically, maybe one day if he start to like again and his body or his heart will turn wooden again and he doesn't get the chance to return to the normal people.
Another way to say this, if Pinocchio ever lied again, he will remember this story where his heart become wood. He doesn't feel right. His heartbeat doesn't feel real. Even though he's a real boy, but he doesn't feel real. He wants to be a real boy, therefore he must tell the truth. Remember, the blue fairy even said, if in order for him to live, he must become honest. He must not to tell lies to become a real. So if he lied, he may or may not have a wooden heart, but he will feel inside of his heart that this isn't right. This is not how I'm supposed to be. I need to tell the truth.
Alright,